Yes. Good morning, good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to an episode of High Top Sports. Bright and early here this morning. Thursdays, in case you guys are new, work by you guys calling in. So actually, let me go ahead and do my part now. Drop the link in the comment section. You guys call in, talk to us about everything that's going on right now. Obviously, there's a lot of Lane Kiffin drama. We had the Lockdown Ole Miss guy in on our show yesterday. Brought in a lot of great insight. A lot of people didn't agree with what he had to say. Ole Miss fans have been chirping us for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've been inviting them to come into the show to chit chat with us. Yet they continue to still not come hang out with us. I don't understand the dilemma. So would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about everything. Again, link is in the chat. Give us a call, and let's have a great morning. All right, let's have a great morning. Cody the Prof. We got a little flack for our beer yesterday, Cody. People weren't fans of the beer.
back-to-back ciders. Everybody was been out of shape about that.
Been out of shape for the ciders. I saw a lot of comments of like, what why are we drinking beer in the morning? I don't,
Yeah.
Clearly they were new to that morning segment.
I got a banger, and let me tell you, this is one that even you guys can buy. It's brand new down there. They just opened up a brewery down there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
15 bottle caps loading. Is that what's going to happen here, Cody?
No.
Knows the brew. Hey.
Hey boys, this is Sun King Cream Ale. This is a brewery that's brand new in Sarasota. So if you guys want to check this one out, it's a very good beer. I've had it before. They started here in Indianapolis, and then now they have a bottling plant down there in Sarasota, a brewery. So you can go live, check it out on draft. They have a bunch of good ones. They got IPA that's I'm not an IPA guy, but they have IPAs. They got a WeMac, which is a Scottish red ale. It's very good. But this is my favorite. This is Sunlight Cream Ale, an absolute good one. Go ahead, take a sip. Wow. Very good. Nice and crisp, but has some body to it and kind of heavy on the first sip there. It's not a filler beer. It's not sweet. It's a true beer, but it's not super bitter. A little bit of hops on the backside. Incredible beer. Go ahead, check it out right there in Sarasota. Brand new Sun King Cream Ale.
How many caps?
Oh, I'm gonna give this one a 8.6.
Golly. All right, boys, let's get to the calling show. Matthew, good morning. You're on with High Top.
Good morning. Honored to be a part of the beer review, first of all.
No problem.
That means a lot. But if you want to talk about the Lane thing, we can do that. I think that he will end up at Florida. The more it goes on, the more confident I am in that. Because every chance he has to shut it down, he gets asked in a presser yesterday, or maybe it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I forget at this point, but earlier in the week, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not at that point yet, to make that decision." Wouldn't he have just said no?
Yeah, I understood Steven's point of hey, I'm not going to negotiate during the season, but a simple the answers that you give us are very integrate. You can just say, hey, I'm not leaving, but we haven't figured anything out yet, and then move on.
Yeah, because I watched the show last night. If Lane was as serious about going all in this year to win a national championship as Stephen Willis was talking about, then it would be less of a distraction. Just cut it now, and go all in on winning.
Yeah, for a long time, right?
It's been lingering for a month now, hardcore. As soon as Billy got fired, it ramped up, but there was talks before that too. It's not new, and he's just let it linger, and they're wondering why it's a big deal. He's making it a big deal. I think it would be a big deal to Indiana, right, too, if Sig didn't sign his extension as soon as Billy got fired, right? So,
well, I think everybody, right? Everyone that was on that list was definitely I would say like in the mix or at least being talked about. And I mean, Braum and these guys don't just automatically get a extension.
No, no, no. Every coach should be interested in the University of Florida. Not because they're actually interested, they might be, but that is a cheat code to getting a contract extension, no matter where
Yeah,
you are. So
yeah.
I don't know who's left. I'm not gonna lie. It better be Lane because I feel like these guys are dropping like flies. Like every week, it's a new contract extension that's signed. So I don't know if it's actually signed with Key or with Brom or with
It's not.
because I
No, they're just being negotiated. But at least
yeah,
there's again, that's my thing is like at least it's announced, like that's the big thing is
yeah,
at least they have come out and said, "Hey, we're working on this."
yeah. Well, because I think Key is actually the second choice. I think that's their actual backup plan.
Braum,
No, he said
Braum's
Key.
backup.
No, I think Key is the actual backup plan.
Oh, okay.
Whether I liked it or not, I don't mind it. I don't love it either. But that's what I've had the feeling of for a while now is that Key is their real second choice. And if Key's off the board and Brahms off the board, and obviously it looks like Drink's kind of out the picture, Fish is expensive, Lincoln Riley might not be going anywhere. Like, who's left is my question. You're
Sure.
obviously not going internal, that's for goddamn sure. So, what's the move if it's not Lane with the way
Yeah.
it's shaping up?
After last night, I kind of after listening to the Old Miss guy, I think you definitely have to have a backup plan for sure.
Yeah, do I think Lane's coming? Yeah, I do. But I'm not 100% sure of that, so you got to have someone. And who would your guys' backup be, plan B, now, based on how this is all played out?
I mean, I'm still kind of I'm pretty big on the Fish train. I mean, I wouldn't mind Braum either. Those are my kind of my two at the moment.
Probably
And then after that, I mean, you're probably looking at coordinator. To be honest with you,
probably a OC.
Is it Will Stein, if you had to pick any? What's
Mhm.
the route you're going?
or Cliff.
Will Stein
Okay.
or NFL cat.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I've always struggled with, because I think NFL, like when Sheldon earlier, you were talking about Kingsbury like early in the process, and I always think it's tricky because we want to have a coach by when? January 1st, right? It seems like
Yeah, that has
Yeah.
to be
that's the
the
latest.
final call.
I'm pretty sure like every NFL team is playing at that time. So unless I mean Washington sucks so right this year. So if Cliff wants to pack it up and leave halfway or three quarters through, he can. But it's kind of hard to hire an NFL guy in January since they play through January.
For sure. Well, Matt, always a pleasure, Bubba. Thanks for calling in, and
For sure.
have a good rest of your day, buddy.
Yes, thank you guys. I'll see you later.
Be good, Bubba. Jump. Welcome to the show, man.
Yo, what's going on? Can you guys hear me decently?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
How we doing?
Cool, doing well. So I was calling in, man, because I have a different perspective, I think, than most Gator and Ole Miss fans. So I actually graduated from both schools, love both schools. So I feel like I'm able to, take off the bias. So my opinion is
Yeah.
Lane's coming. I've lived in Oxford. I've lived in Gainesville. I coached high school football here in North Florida and in Mississippi. If you're recruiting in Mississippi, the towns are 40 miles apart. I mean, to go and get guys, you've got to hop, you got to hop in your car, drive an hour just to go recruit one kid. The state of Mississippi's got 3 million people. The greater Jacksonville area alone, which is the fourth largest big city in the state of Florida, has half the population of the state of Mississippi. Another statistic that makes me think that Lane is coming to Florida is, think about this, right? So at Ole Miss, they've got a thing going right now where Ole Miss fans pay, I think it's either like $10 or $20 or $30 a month, and they've got alumni from all over the world, Rebel alumni from all over the world paying into their NIL fund. Well, Ole Miss has 130,000 alumni. That's a lot. The University of Florida has 500,000 alumni. So I think when you think of it, I think right now too, Ole Miss is at its ceiling. I love what Lane's done as a Rebel grad myself. I love it. But as a Gator grad, and a Rebel grad, I know for a fact that the ceiling at Florida is higher. I think we all know that. And I think a guy like Lane, who does, I think he's got more mature, certainly, but he's still got an ego. He's still a coach that thinks he can beat anybody. And he's also a realist. We do see that in his tweets. He knows what reality is. And in reality, it's a lot harder to win a national championship and recruit and get the resources that you need out of school like Ole Miss, which to me is my alma mater, one of them. Love it. But in reality, it's just not as easy to win there as it is at Florida, which is why, Lane's setting records over there, had the first 10-win regular season in school history, and probably is about to have the first 11-win regular season in school history. So I wanted to share that just since I have that perspective of being a grad of both schools.
That was actually very refreshing. I don't feel like I don't think you carry a perspective that I don't believe too many have, because you really don't have a bias towards any of them. Maybe you probably lean Florida a little bit, but I think that was a fair assessment. And again, from somebody who loves and appreciates both, to see it from that angle. Again, the recruiting side, I think we obviously know Florida's better, but just kind of understanding the layout of the land puts a little bit of a factor into it. So great stuff. I appreciate you calling in and giving that insight, honestly, genuinely.
Yeah. Of course, that's not something my Ole Miss friends love to hear, though. I will say that. Sure.
What do you watch Ole Miss shows, like the High Top Show?
Yeah, I watch them all. So, this is another. I also went to South Carolina, so I'm collecting.
Okay, now I'm
wow.
worried.
Okay.
Maybe we have a problem.
Are you a brain surgeon?
Yeah, I've got no. I'm collecting them like Infinity Stones, man. So I love them all, though. I'm a Gator first, I will say, but I just love the SEC, so I was like, I'll just keep going to school.
I love it. Well, great call, man. Appreciate the insight. Thank you.
Yep. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. Go Gators. Interesting stuff there. Ordak, welcome High Top Sports. Thank you for calling in. All righty. Aaron, what's up, man?
Good morning, ladies.
There's a reason why we don't put them up anymore, right?
Yeah.
Man, what's going on? The guy yesterday, I didn't get to watch out the show until, the replay, but me and that guy got into it a couple times, the locked on Ole Miss guy. And yeah, I mean, they always kind of want to be like snappy about why does Florida fans think Lane's coming, blah blah, and they always want to say that we're doing this and this and this, like we're desperate and we're like begging, and I'm like, y'all are the ones that's always, every podcast y'all do is like y'all begging him to stay. I think y'all are more obsessed with it than we are. And of course, there was a few other words exchanged, but whatever. I think it's come on, man. I think it's like yesterday he's always seemed arrogant to me, but it's like I don't know. I understand he says they're not gonna sign, blah blah blah, but I'm like, y'all, there's no way that he's gonna wait, and he's gonna announce it sooner than later. And it's like everybody sees it except them.
Yeah, like when he said last night that he doesn't believe that he will announce until, because again, here's the thing: Florida won't wait that long. They can't wait that long. Like they just can't. And it's not even an ultimatum. They can't. No, they wouldn't. Again, he's like, even if they do a handshake deal, nobody's going to be that dumb to do that. So it wouldn't work out that way. So if Florida pulls their name off the table, it would naturally be announced before the playoffs, regardless. So. Yeah, I thought it was crazy that he said they wouldn't let him coach. I mean, I see it as well, but man, to not let him coach if he were to announce it, I think. And
then another thing that trips me out is like, y'all are in a sense begging to keep him throwing all this quote unquote money, like he did an air quote about our injury report. But it's crazy to me. But then you sit there and say, like you said, well, okay, do you let him coach? Well, no. Damn. Do y'all even really care about the man? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was shocked when he was like, I'll give him hell for 3 weeks. Look, I get it. Like, I mean, I said it yesterday. The fact that and I think that Steven had a pretty good take on this, but he's bringing Florida recruits, current commits that were not on the Florida's pipeline prior to the game this weekend. And I was like, it really feels like we're kind of joking, like he's bringing in the Florida guys, like, hey, just wanted to see how things were, what's going on, and then like gonna end up leaving with him to come to Florida. If he, that was where I'm getting a little nervous. I just feel like what he's doing to Ole Miss. I mean, obviously you don't have plans to go back to Ole Miss if you were to leave, but I don't know if you could even drive through the state of Mississippi if you if you leave. Like, it's gonna. You think Tennessee hates him? Whew. Whew.
I don't know. Like, if he comes, he comes. I hope he does. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, and that's where I'm kind of at. Like, I mean, people like it's getting to a point where, like, I was talking to Dave, and Dave is as confident as I've ever seen him when it comes to these kind of things, like whether it's a recruit or what have you. And I'm worried Dave's like, he's like, I don't have control over it, but I'm like, Dave is pretty bought in on it being the case. And I'm like, this is the one time I'm like, I feel like I'm the Dave in this scenario. Like, I'm not extremely optimistic. I'm just kind of watching this thing unfold. Like, I don't. The fact that everyone I talk to feels very confident makes me feel unconfident in a weird way.
Yeah. And then one more thing, another thing that tripped me out was, like, he said, he'll lay an egg if you don't make the playoffs 2 years in a row. Then does Florida really want to pay him to come? Then he said, well, we got the money to, we can have a awesome backup. Okay, well, it's like they contradict themselves, in my opinion. It's like y'all want him to stay, but in a sense, you're saying stuff that it's like you're trying to push him out.
Yeah, to say if he doesn't come, we have all the money to buy a backup. So then Florida would too.
But the way it sounded to me, man, at the end is like, okay, is Ole Miss already talking to somebody because they're scared?
Well, they have to be. I think. I mean, I wanted to ask him. We kind of ran a little long. I'm like, is there a plan B? Like, I think that I think at this point, both schools have to have it. If he hasn't signed with you, you should be known. The only confidence you have is that he's there currently. But I mean, and given if the fact, and I brought it up on one of the shows, the fact that we are utilizing the playoff for the reason he's staying, like, you're trying to make the timeline for the reason he stays, not because he wants to stay. It's because the timeline won't allow him to navigate the way he wants to.
I don't know, man. It was a great show as always, but I don't know. He just seemed he rubbed me the wrong way.
I think it's fun. I think some people. I mean, I get not everybody likes to hear or like them for whatever reason. I don't.
No, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I mean, it was cool to me.
I'm gonna let Dustin come on, and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents about the whole Lane situation. I got a pretty good analogy. So.
Aaron, I appreciate you calling in after your takes from last week. Way to show your face again.
Oh man, come on! You trying to be funny? Hey, I got to stand, like you always say, 10 toes down. I was just giving my opinion about
I love
about the coaches.
Everyone forgets, you know what I mean, unless I remind them.
Yeah.
You be good.
Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate you letting them know that I'm kind of like Edo. I talk like Edo, and I like the nose candy and stuff like that. So I appreciate you reminding everybody.
Go Gators.
Appreciate it. Go Gators. Go Gators.
Dustin, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Can y'all hear me good?
Oh,
yes, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good. First thing I want to say is I'm a big fan of the show. I've been watching y'all the last couple months, and
awesome.
Appreciate all the stuff that y'all are doing, and go Gators.
Go Gators, man.
I did kind of want to touch back on a couple things that the last couple people said. One, the odds of Kiffin coming to Florida. I mean, with all the news and all the hype, I personally think it's just overhyped. As much as I'd love it, I feel like it's too much going in that way for them to say, for him to go 100% yes. And two, I'm more of a fish guy myself. Um, I mean, personally, I just think the way his coaching style is and all that, I think Lane, don't get me wrong, he would be a good fit, but I feel like he's a little bit too wild. And I know that's probably a hot take, but I did kind of want to get y'all's opinion. And I know y'all probably saw me ask yesterday, but now with us looking for this new head coach, Fish, Kiffin, and all the others that are on the list or on the betting list that people see, what do y'all think our retention rate is for our players? And now I know that's asking a lot, with Baugh and Wilson and a lot of our, stars running injured. But do you think, under the right coach that they'd be willing to stay, that they're actually in for the Gator legacy, or are they just really in it for, the fame, the getting their name out there?
I do believe that that's one thing that Napier did a good job of, is getting guys that are bought into the logo. I do still believe that whoever is in charge plays a huge factor into that. And I think what speaks to that is how the recruiting class has still stayed intact, right? You kind of encompass that
Right.
same type of mindset. I think there's a lot of kind of wait and see with what happens. And look, I mean, none of them can leave until January 1 or a coach is announced, right? So
Right.
they're not. That's the one positive thing, right? Nobody can just kind of all of a sudden just start running to the portal. But I do believe a good handful will stay, and we have to obviously take into consideration what that new person wants to do. But again, I kind of said this before. I said, look, when we decided to part ways with Napier, you have to have the expectation that it's going to get messier before it gets clean. Like it could stay clean and kind of build off of, but you have to be in the understanding that it could get a little wobbly for sure.
Right. Yeah, I 100% get that. Now, I know there's been all this talk about, Lane coming to Florida and all these, I guess jokes or whatever, trying to troll saying that he will or he won't after the Mississippi game. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Do you think, regardless of the outcome, as much as I want Florida to beat Mississippi, I really don't think it'll happen. I mean, unless, for some miracle. But do y'all think that Lane is doing this all for the trolls, or do y'all think more so it's just kind of feeling his options out? Because, I mean, like y'all said earlier, or the guy earlier before me said, Mississippi's Ole Miss is probably looking for another coach if they believe these rumors to be true.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of how you when you started the phone call, like it just feels too good to be true. Like
Right.
the fact that the odds are the way they are, the way that the certain Florida fans and sources feel, how confident they feel, and Ole Miss feels like just the exact same level of confidence. I would argue though that part of their confidence, I think, is due to the timeline. If they were to lose this weekend, I think that this thing would unmask pretty quickly, because now all of a sudden that timeline is in jeopardy, and now there's a true chance he could leave. So I don't know if that's why it's more of like, because again, we have extreme confidence and we know what the timeline is. We understand that it may not work out like we want it to, and Florida people are still like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter
Right.
what's time. Like, what? Go do what you got to do, buddy. We'll be here when you get done. And like
Okay.
that's where it's like, like for me, it's like we'll like, hey, we'll sacrifice. And I said this, we'll sacrifice this entire offseason to an extent. As long as we put people in place to do what we need to do, we can announce it. You can go do whatever you need to do. It'll miss. I don't care. We'll get you, but it'll be interesting. But Dustin, I appreciate your phone call, man. Great insight, great thoughts, and appreciate your support, man.
Yeah, not a problem. I appreciate y'all letting me on the show, and I love the content and keep it up. And Cody, beer review. Let's not do any more ciders, man.
All right, all right. The
Y'all have a
ciders
good
are
one.
not a hitter. I
Be
see.
good.
So no
I
more
like a good
ciders.
cider. I appreciate it. Well, every now and then, maybe this back to back was your problem.
Well,
Thank you, Dustin.
I'm on
Thank
vacation next week and don't have no plans, so I'm gonna do some serious research and development for the beer review. Okay, we're gonna taste a whole lot of beers.
All right, Jordan, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
What's up? Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, Cody, touching real quick on the beer review, I honestly think you should do some IPAs. I'd like to see what your face looks like
Oh,
when you
God.
pull back a Hopsecutioner or something like that.
I feel like that's fair. You got to definitely dial it in some. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna be a beer guy, you gotta taste all ranges.
IPAs
Yeah,
are tough, man.
Yeah, you got to be well rounded, man.
I hear
He's
you.
right.
I hear you.
He's right.
You know what I was
Guys,
trying to find, Jordan? When's
Yeah.
the last time you seen a Killian's?
Dude, I don't know.
And it's a banger. I love Killian's.
Yeah, no, that is a good one. You're right.
My
But
bad.
I'm a huge fan of you guys, man. I actually live in Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
So I've been here for about 15 years, and
Right.
they've been trying to flip me to the Georgia side for a long time. All my real close friends, all Georgia fans, but I hold strong. And Shelton, that's why you guys gave me a shout out a couple shows ago. I just bought the Beat Georgia shirt and the hat
good
too, and I was wearing that around everywhere. I wear the Gator logo loud and proud, man, for sure.
I love that.
As far
I
as
love that.
That's deep in their enemy territory. You get barked at?
oh yeah, it's like I don't know, man. I think they all ride on the short bus or something. I don't know. You don't see Gator fans hissing like a Gator does, but
Or just
I
doing
guess,
gear rolls on people.
Yeah.
yeah, for real. We should do that. I should go downtown Athens and just start grabbing people's
Just
legs and Gator
roll
rolling
them up.
down the
Rolling
street.
Rah!
Yeah. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, they'd be like
I don't know what the,
former Florida man.
yeah, I'm from Fort Lauderdale originally, so a lot of people don't know why I'm not a Miami fan. But
We know
as soon
why.
as I was growing up as a kid, when I found out Gatorade was from the Gators, it was all downhill from there for me, I guess. But big fan of you guys. As far as the Kiffin stuff, man, I see where that Ole Miss guy was talking about with them not doing it after the Egg Bowl, because he's really adamant on letting everybody know that he's not focused on that right now.
Yeah.
He's focused on finishing out his job, and that's respectable, right? But on the flip side, Shelton, I get your take too on him trying to also not screw over Ole Miss, but at the same time, both ways is screwing over Ole Miss. It's either you announce it and you demoralize your team right before playoffs, or you don't announce it and you do it at the end. And then now they don't have any time to find another coach. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But it really depends on what he wants. Like you guys said, at the end of the day, man, it's not going to be about money. Florida can offer him just as much money as Ole Miss can. One, man. I mean, both sides are good, but how good would it be to get you guys?
You're
Oh,
breaking
you're
up
in
a
a
little
bad
bit.
spot. You're in a bad spot, Jordan.
You got me?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
better.
Oh.
Darn
Good
it.
now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep,
Yep,
you're
there
good.
you go.
Send it.
Hello? You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cool. All right,
Kirby
awesome.
was like,
How
no more
awesome
of
would
this.
it be, man, if we do get Yeah, for real. He overheard me. I have my window down. How awesome would it be if we do get Fish, right? And then we just donkey stomp Ole Miss and go to the playoffs next year.
I would love it. Look, and that's where I'm not really kind of sold. I like just the timeline freaks me out a little bit. And as you were talking, you're like, would he screw over Ole Miss? It's like, well, damn it, if he's leaving Ole Miss, I mean, Ole Miss now becomes competition. So maybe, he would screw over Ole Miss.
I
don't
know this might sound crazy. I've looked around. I've listened to some Ole Miss podcasts. They're right now, they're okay with Pete Golden taking that thing over if he decides
just
to
keep
leave.
it in house.
Yeah.
They
really
I
and-
like
and-
the Dan Mullen. I like the Dan Mullen.
Yeah, that
take.
was a hell of a
That's
take
pretty
last
cool.
night. Like, the guy's already got Mississippi's ties. Like, he would flow right in with that kind of that aura that Lane has created. Like, this is the thing, is like Ole Miss needs to. We obviously say that the brand's bigger. Ole Miss isn't Ole Miss without Lane, right?
No.
And you could argue that Florida isn't really Florida without Steve, but it was able to kind of be carried on after Steve, right? So if you can find a guy that can pick the pieces up where you left off and maintain it. Now, they still don't have the history when it comes to championships and just the state of Mississippi, like the one guy I talked about, like just the recruiting grounds and all those things. There's still so many more things. But if you go from that to Dan, who's had success in the state of Mississippi with the new age of college football, you know, it would be fun. It'd be must watch TV. I tell you that.
Oh no, I agree.
Same style
I think,
of offense too.
Yeah, I think we just right now we're just down and out, man. We need to go into this Ole Miss game.
Wear that ass out.
Bro, I'm just talking about dogs. I'm talking about you guys need to go. Defense needs to go in there and hand out concussions like they're M&Ms. That's what they need to be going on. I was a linebacker growing up. I played in Monmouth College, middle linebacker, man, and literally I idolized Ray Lewis. And Ray Lewis, man, his own teammates said he turned into a different animal before a game. You didn't know who he was. It was like he was possessed. And that's what we need our defense to be like on Saturday night, man. We need to wear them out, and DJ needs to wake the hell up. Nobody knows what's going on with that guy, man. I don't understand it. You can't be taking 10% of the NIL. And what pisses me off, to be honest, man, is him on the sideline after a shitty ass drive with that shitty ass face, like look on his face.
Yeah.
Like, get hype, bro. Get mad. Go talk to your fucking linemen and just get them all riled up and get ready for the next drive. He's over there looking like somebody stole his goldfish on the sideline, and you need to be over there hyping up your team, man. Be a football player. Yeah. It looks like he's in golf. I mean, I golf too. Hey, when you shank. No, I love golf. I golf, man. I love it. I'm surrounded by 10 golf courses. I'm in the country, man. But when you shank a shot, you just hang your head real quick. You're like, damn, man. And you get in there and then you try to get after it again later. But
you gotta get that strike back.
Not even that, bro. It's just like you gotta be able to be a real leader, not over there with the puppy dog face and all that on the sidelines. I don't understand it.
No doubt. Well, Jordan, we gotta close up here. We got one more caller, but I appreciate you calling in, man. And thank you for the insight. Good luck there in Athens, big guy.
Thank you,
Stay
guys.
safe. Go Gators, Bubba.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see you guys.
See you, man. All right, Jeremy, your last caller. Make it quick, man. I gotta rip. I gotta get to work. You're eating a fat sandwich. The thing's the size of your noggin. What's up, buddy?
Oh, y'all can see me?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Only us.
Cheese it out.
Dude, these new steak bagels at McDonald's are the tits, man. First of all, Cody, how dare anybody criticize you about the ciders? I wake up every morning to see the new banger. So all the haters, y'all can find a different chat. Go to that Ole Miss chat. You're still the man. We appreciate it. And I don't know who's flagging you, but they need to quit that too. Real quick, I don't know if y'all can comment to this or not, but what is the situation with Kiffin and Layla? Are they married back together? They're going to get married again? And does that play into things here? Because, I mean, I'll pay for a new wedding for them, or, if we can get them, we can set up a little date in the swamp, have a first date times two, or I don't know if that plays into anything.
Why don't they just have their wedding at the 50?
Absolutely. We can make it happen.
We can get Spurrier a course online. He can I don't know what we call officiate, whatever. Magistrate, whatever he needs to do. He can do the wedding. He can get married by Steve Spurrier, the one and only. What are we doing here? We can make that happen easy.
Is there any way she could hold him hostage and say, if you want to get remarried, we've got to go back to Gainesville?
Yeah, I think she's the only one that can hold an ultimatum right now, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We need to get Layla on the show.
Okay, that's
agree.
reasonable. That seems reasonable. I think they're back together. I think they're like definitely working through it. I mean, when you're old like that, like an older couple, and you've kind of had the drama, I feel like they're probably taking it very modern high school-ish. Like that's like we're talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to be cool about it. But they're definitely going bow chicka wow wow. I'm sure some things are getting down with the get down. They're just
even if he doesn't
better
come,
than it's ever been.
Yeah, even if he doesn't come, I've followed Lane forever. I actually liked him when he was at Tennessee until he started talking trash about us. But he really does seem like he's grown up a lot to me, all the way around in his press conference. He's still the same guy, but I'll wish him the best, even if he stays at Ole Miss. I've grown to love the guy
For sure.
even
He's
more
fun.
after all
Yeah.
this.
Ain't no beef.
So,
It
well,
might
go
matter.
to
Appreciate
work,
ya.
man. And sorry, go get you a steak bagel, Cody.
Yeah,
It'll go down
enjoy.
with a good cider.
Awesome.
Enjoy,
Go
man.
Gators,
Appreciate it.
boys.
Go Gators, man. All right, Ora Jackson, $5. They got to go in and show the lane their talent. Every coach has said it. Florida has a great team. Go Gators. Show them something. I agree, Ora.
Okay, a minute and a half.
Go.
All right. So when I was watching the Ole Miss and you guys podcast last night, you know what kind of felt like? It kind of felt like dating after you're like 25. Okay. Obviously Shelton wouldn't know about this. He's lucky. He found one that, first swing.
It was my
okay?
wife still 15, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So listen, this is how it gets. I'm gonna lay the course out for you. Okay. It's like a par 5 with a bunch of bunkers. All right. So basically, once you hit over that 25, like most women have kids and problems and boyfriends, and they're living boyfriends, but they're not together.
Baggage.
Ole Miss is the guy that is sleeping on the recliner. And Lane Kiffin is obviously the hot chick, and we are going after the hot chick. She's sleeping in the bed, he's sleeping in the recliner, and we're so infatuated, we forget, hey, why is homeboy sleeping in the recliner? Like, he could care less if she stays or goes. But we're sitting there like, oh, you need your nails done? He doesn't take care of you? Yeah, here's 80. Slide on through, get your nails done. He doesn't snuggle with you? If you were with me, you wouldn't have to worry about that. You're talking greasy. You know what I mean? You're trying to woo her over, and homeboy sleeping on the recliner watching ESPN top 10 over and over and over again. He's like, I could care less she stays or goes. That's Ole Miss right now. He's tired of her. It feels like they're kind of worn out. Lincoln, they could care less if she stays or goes.
Here's a problem with that analogy. There's a reason why the guy in the recliner was able to pull the hottie. Okay. And, you got the Cody knows about. Hey,
I know.
Hey,
I know.
All right.
I know.
The hammer. So that, maybe he could sit in the recliner. He's got a little more swagger about him. So that's something you have to take into consideration.
Well, Ole Miss feels like they got. Ole Miss
like
feels like they got the hammer because they've been winning. They're feeling good about themselves. Sure. They're all popped up. They're all pepped up. We're off a bad divorce, and she just keyed your car yesterday. Okay, we're first thing that we find that looks hot, we're locked in on. Okay, it's deer season. We're like that big. We're like a medium sized buck, and we see that first doe. You know what I mean? That's the love. That's her. I just feel like we need to check out for the red flags, and ask why the guy in the recliner in the other room that sleeps in the recliner, not necessarily cares much if she stays or goes. Just saying.
I love it. Boys and girls, that's your call-in show for this morning. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash the like button, subscribe. Try to get to 30,000 Ole Miss fans. Come join us. We love you. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be good. Peace and love, baby.
Don't miss the prof with the stats, the champ with the fist, swore to bring in 5 Cowboys out riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold. And it's truly eyebrows running the show.